Good day, internet people! Hello. It's me!
Who's me?
Merlin!
The cat's mother.
Quiet you. Today we are here at Tabletop Tyrant, and we're here to bring you a Dark Irregular deck profile for Standard. Not quite as fun as in Premium, but yeah, well, they are pretty fun. They're actually good now.
Two to the bottom.
So starting Vanguard, Vermilion Gatekeeper, the usual sort of draw a card when you ride him. Yeah. I'm running 5 draws for the triggers and 7 crits.
Why 5 draws, Bray?
Because
Okay. That what it was.
we're still quite piece reliant, but we don't want to deck out, so we don't want to go the full 6.
Boo.
And then 4 heals. Cast Actor, because why not?
Yes, you got shiny stars with that.
Grade 3s. We got the main grade 3, the new one.
Yeah, once they get bought up, the scalpers on eBay drive the price to the roof.
4, King of Mass Dantarian, and yes, and I have like one of each rarity because I spend stupid amounts of money on this game.
I'm trying to get mine.
I will definitely be spending that.
I'm not really.
That booty, yo. Alright, so
I like.
when you would call a card from your soul, when you would call a guardian, you can call cards from your grade 2 or greater cards from your soul. Doesn't matter how many, you can do it as many times as you want. Whenever one of your opponent's rear guards is retired during your turn, you may soul charge 2. And then whenever a grade 2 or greater card is put into your soul by ability, 3 of your rear guards get plus 5,000 until end of turn. So all of his abilities kind of like synergize well together. Just very solid card, amazing first ride, it helps set your soul up very nicely and allows you to actually survive quite well into the game, which is one of the problems Dark Raiders had in the past. Next we've got 3 copies of No Life King Death Anchor. So the BR from V-BT04 is back. Oh yeah, and we're a Protect fan. So when placed on the Vanguard circle, Soul Charge 1, and he gains 2,000 power for each card in your soul. Only works when he's placed. He doesn't gain any more soul afterwards. And then at the end of the battle he attacks and you have 13 or more cards in soul, you can Counterblast 1, choose 3 of your rear guards, put them into your soul, and 1 card from your hand, and then ride a grade 3 from your soul, ride any card from your soul as stand. So you get extra attack. And then finally, to round out the grade 2s, the grade 3s, 2 copies of Demon Eater. So Demon Eater is there as a finisher. I did used to use Ball, but it turns out that draw a card is better than retiring one of your opponents. Also, plays well with Death Anchor as an extra finisher. So grade 1s, we got 4 copies of Dimension Creeper. So continuous. If your soul has a grade 3, he gains 5,000 power. He's an 8k grade 1. And then from your soul, you can Counterblast 1, put him onto the bottom of your deck, and soul charge 3. So he refills your deck a little bit, so you can survive like that extra turn.
It cuts itself, really.
And then, yeah, he's the ideal first ride. It's kind of where you want to be. 4 copies of Doreen the Thruster. So when a card goes into your soul, plus 5,000, and she's 6k, but she's still good. She allows you to hit the numbers that most Protect decks can't handle. Just basically the only real sort of finishing power here. 2 copies of Alluring Succubus. So when Counterblast 1, put her into the soul, check the top 7 for up to 2 grade 3s, put 1 into your hand and 1 into your soul, and shuffle your deck. This is a pretty good way. This is one of the only ways we have of shuffling the deck after we put some of our other cards back in to potentially soul charge them later. And it's also a grade 3 searcher, so we can kind of be a little bit less careful when it comes to having grade 3s in hand if we have her. And the last grade 1 slot is 3 Prisoner Beast. I use Prisoner Beast instead of Pathfinder of Wind, just because he's a 10k booster, free soul charger, and you want to soul charge in your main phase so that you can get some power so that some of your grade 2s can actually hit things with Dantarian. And he's a second best ride target for if you don't get the Dimension Creeper. Grade 2s, 4 copies of Dark Soul Conductor. So when placed on the Guardian Circle, if you have a total of 10 or more cards in your soul and damage zone, he gets 10,000 power, 10,000 shield until end of turn. Then he goes onto the bottom of the deck instead of being retired, instead of going into drop zone. So obviously he's a good ride target, since you can then ride Dantarian and then just pull him straight out.
Well, that's a nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a solid card. He lets you, and you can kind of like stack the bottom of your deck, and then you end up with like an extra 3-4 cards, which is like an extra twin drive and a draw, which is huge.
Because I've got choo-choos.
3 copies Flirtatious Succubus. So at the end of the battle that she attacks Vanguard, put her into the soul, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retires it. And then from your soul you can counterblast 1, discard a card to return from your soul to your hand. So it's a repeatable, free soul charging and retiring, and it works very well with Dantarian, because he then is able to soul charge 2. He then also gets his 5,000, and then also can get a potential extra 15,000 onto the board.
And 30k.
Then 2 copies of Gwyn the Ripper. Again, main phase soul charging is very good with Dantarian, since it can potentially get more power boosts on him. And then he also has the retire if you so choose. Then finally, final grade 2 of the deck, Authority of Water. When you're in the late game, you can and you retire one of your opponent's rear guards, you get to counter charge. No Ruthven, because I'm not running Vocalicus, and it does increase a bit of the clunkiness in it, although you can fit Vocalicus and Ruthven in. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, that's the deck. It can hit some insane numbers, and it's very shiny. And with that,
I think there's been third party very much.
that is the Dark Regulars for standard V-BT04 Wireless Deleter.
Where they would just take the.
They're a lot better now. Still suffer a bit from like heavy retiring stuff, but other than that, yeah, the deck's functional now. It's good. It feels good to play. That's all that really matters.
I could do with that.
I'm sorry. If I was going to play that, I wouldn't just want that.
Remember to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and goodbye internet people!
Bye internet people.
Kamui here. Thanks for watching Draw the Trigger. Here's another video you might enjoy.